Hi, my name is Virginia Wade, and today we're going to talk about a elemental or fairy that was in a gemstone. And this is a series on fairies, angels, and other dimensional beings. This was more of an elemental fairy that was trapped in a gemstone. So I went to a gemstone show, and I was walking, looking at all the gemstones, and all of a sudden I heard it sounded like an audible voice. It was so loud, it kind of scared me, and it kept saying, "Help me, help me." And I thought, what is that? And I was walking with my friend, and I said, I've got to go over there to that table because I think a gemstone is calling for help. So I went over there and I saw this purple fluorite, and here's the stone here. This is the stone, which is pretty big. It's like 2 inches by 2.5 inches big. And I picked it up, and it started talking to me and communicating with me. And I thought, this is crazy, but I never had this experience where a gemstone called to me across the room, but it did. So I bought it and I took it home, and it communicated with me, so I started carrying it with me to work. And all of a sudden I felt stronger physically, I felt really good, and this went on for about 3 months. Then, all of a sudden, little elemental in there said, "You need to free me from this gemstone." And I thought, well, how do I do that? And it said, well, I need to be freed. You can free me. You're the only one that can free me. So then I realized, yeah, I could see into other dimensions. I could open a door and let this little creature out. And I thought the perfect time would be St. Patrick's Day. But I really didn't want to let this elemental go because I felt so good. I felt strong, healthy, and I liked the communication and the conversations we would have. But then I thought, I cannot be selfish. I need to just go ahead and release it from this stone. So that's what I did. I went into meditation. I visualized. I opened a doorway in another dimension, and this little spiritual being came running out of the stone, and it ran out my front door into the bushes. And I actually saw it. It was like in a spiritual form. It was very small, and it disappeared into the bushes. And it was St. Patrick's Day. I'll never forget it. And I felt so sad. After that happened, this fluorite stone, this one right here, was just a rock. There was nothing. I felt nothing. There was no communication after that little elemental went into the garden. That was it. So I felt so sad. I felt empty because I had developed a relationship with this little elemental being. And I felt really sad about it. But I knew it had to be done because the little elemental being told me that you have to release me. I was here to help you and serve you, to help me to evolve into a higher consciousness state. So basically, through that elemental service towards me, in helping me to feel strong, and that was the purpose. That was to help this being evolve spiritually into a higher consciousness and move upward to the next step. So in that respect, I felt very good about what I had done. I never heard from the little elemental again. That was it. And the rock is now, here's the fluorite, it's now just a rock, and I get nothing from it at all. Okay, well that's the little story about the elemental being, which it could be a fairy. Some people would say, oh, well that was a little fairy, but it was more like a little tiny spiritual being. Okay, we're going to talk more about other dimensional beings, angels, and fairies in other videos that I'll be doing. If you like the video, go ahead and like it. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. And my website is opendoorswithin.com. opendoorswithin.com. I also have a series on spirits and ghosts communication on YouTube, just to let you know. Okay, I'm going to close now. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.